How's it going? My name is Lee Bizarre People. We're back with another video on My Heroes All's Justice. So we're doing kind of a different style of video today. I want to see what the people are saying about this game after its official announcement trailer. So we got a couple posts pulled up right here. Just a couple of them. Is this one of them? Yeah. So just a couple of them, and we're gonna see what the comments say. All right. Hopefully it isn't as disappointing as Sparky Zero. I don't think it will be. Um, they seem to be following the footsteps or the blueprint of One's Justice and One's Justice 2. Um, really, I don't want to say more strictly, but closer. So of course there's some new elements, some new mechanics in there, but I mean, I think there's nothing really to be worried about. I mean, does look like it's gonna be a good game if you ask me. Hi, Pi. Seeing, I'm seeing My Hero Academia everywhere and it sucks. I mean that's just your opinion, I guess. The game. It's not saying the game sucks, but the I guess the series in general. That's fine. Tells you absolutely nothing about the game itself. What did they say in this trailer? Okay, I'll give it to this person because in the trailer it doesn't tell you that they're gonna add every single character that's in UA to the roster. It doesn't tell you about the switching. Do you even see it? Do they even have the switching out? No, it doesn't seem like they have the switching between characters like the tag mechanic. So I'll give it to this person, and it doesn't tell you about the rising mechanic either. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So I'll give it to this person. Should have watched the stream though. Should have watched the stream. Not gonna lie. Let me guess, it's an arena fighter. um, I think I don't know. I don't know. There's this big um stigma around arena fighters, rightfully so. But I don't think that means all arena fighters are gonna be bad. Remember, I keep saying this. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Alright, I guess I'll just make a clip right there. Um, I always say that My Heroes One is Justice and One is Justice 2 was well received, but I never actually really looked at the reviews for the game. Um, Not full price. 7 out of 10. IGN gave it a 6 out of 10, but I don't think anyone takes IGN's opinion seriously. 7 out of 10. So it might be up to your discretion, your personal opinion, but I don't back when Once Justice 2 first came out, I don't remember anyone like dunking on the game. I don't remember anyone saying it was bad or anything like that. I was definitely enjoying it for sure. This is gonna be the next Sparky. I don't think so. I don't think so. Wait, what is gonna be similar to Sparky Zero is the roster, and well, somewhat because they'll have like a lot, not even Sparky Zero, but fighters because there's gonna be a lot of of this. There's gonna be a lot of like Deku, but just in different forms, taking up a whole character slot. So there's gonna be a lot of that. That's gonna happen with Todoroki. That's gonna happen with Bakugo. Um, Shigaraki. All Might, he's at least gonna get All Might and All for One are gonna get at least two new variants, at least two new slots. So the roster is gonna be big, but how many how many slots are just gonna be different variants of new characters. So you know. I don't think this is gonna be true though at all. Didn't it come out like two times by now? I mean, that's what a sequel is. That's what a sequel is. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the it looks good. It looks good for sure. It looks good. The game looks good. The graphics, I don't think anyone's gonna deny that. Man, why did that's an opinion reach the game, but we saw what happened to my my hero Rumble, absolute cap. Um, what happened to that? People still play that game. I don't know what that means. Mm. Okay. Okay. So the thing about this is that I can't call this a valid criticism either. And it's not like I want to like me write this game or anything. This is just wrong. This is just wrong. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I don't want to me write this game or anything, but although it definitely sounds like that. But um, what this game is, I can't say in my opinion that this is the exact same game as the previous other two. But what I can say is that it's using the same blueprint. For example, just think about this. Think about this. I could be wrong here, but hear me out. How different is Street Fighter 5 than Street Fighter 4 or vice versa? How different is Street Fighter 5 from Street Fighter 6 if we're not talking graphics wise? Between Street Fighter 4, 5, and 6, I don't think there's too big of a difference besides the main. I'm gonna say besides the main mechanic. In Street Fighter 4, it was that armored charge up move. In Street Fighter 5, it was the V trigger. And in Street Fighter 6, it's that green like dashing thing. I actually don't know what it's called. And I think Street Fighter 5 didn't have parry, right? Or maybe it did. I don't know. Unfortunately I wasn't really in the FGC when Street Fighter 5 was in its peak in the pinnacle of Street Fighter 5. I wasn't really in it. But I think all of those games have the same blueprint. All, 4, 5 and 6 Street Fighter have the same blueprint, have the same base, but what's different about them is their main mechanic, their main focal point. If that's making any sense at all, I don't know. I don't know. So I won't say this is the same game as All's Justice or One's Justice 2 or the first one, but I will say they're gonna use the same base, but they're gonna add on, change some things up from the other two previous games. I mean, this is a sequel. This is a sequel to the One's Justice 1 and 2. Uh, so I don't know what people. I don't know what people want. I don't know what people want. I don't know if it. Yes, yes, this does count as One's Justice 2. What do you even? I think also at a certain point we gotta realize that people just say stuff and they don't think about what they're saying, which is kind of the reason why I don't really say anything online at all. I want to start making like more posts, like just saying more stuff on Twitter, but I just can't bring myself. I can't bring myself to for some reason. Net Impact does not look good as good as that is true, and they don't even play, and they aren't even gonna play the same. That is also true. I don't even have to add anything on. Sometimes people just say stuff. Sometimes people just say stuff. Then again, see, another example. I know arena fighters. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. Let's go to the other posts. I don't want to go through like every comment of every single one of these posts because we got two more after this one. But you know, I might finna have them. Maybe is it is it the Invincible fighting game? No, no. I was annoyed because at first it looked like another arena fighter, but then I saw more of it, and apparently it has openness to it. Yeah, yeah, it does a little bit. It's not like an RPG or anything like that. No, it is not. Do people? I mean, My Heroes One's Justice came out a while ago, so the people not One's Justice, but One's Justice 2 came out a while ago, so do people not remember that? I guess people just don't remember it. Oh, I didn't mean to go to their account. It's an arena fighter. Just an arena fighter was the best. This was yeah. One Justice was not one of the best of all time. Eh, I think it could be in the debate for like at least top 10. But yeah, I think Shippuden holds the title for best anime arena fighter. Mix, I played on, but this looks very promising. Ooh, ooh, all right. Let's not disrespect Shippuden. Okay, connections. You can say whatever you want about connections, but Storm 4, Storm 3. All right, those are, you don't. At the time when they came out, it kind of really doesn't get any better than that, honestly. Okay, not really too many comments, honestly. Is this like Tekken or Street Fighter? Neither get to, can get this, but not invincible. What do you mean? Like the trailer? I'm gonna go over here. Looks promising, and they're gonna do it like the Ultimate Ninja Storm games, cause they should. I think we'll just get this third one, and that'll be it. Why not? What does this even mean? What does this mean? Oh, like you get to make your own character. That's not a bad idea. That's not actually a bad idea. They could actually still do something like that. They could still do something like that, just not yeah, not this time. Not this time. They could actually do something like that. I like that. I like that. I was confused about what they were saying at first. Was hoping it from Nope. It's definitely not an open world. What is this? All characters with all variants be possible playable in this game. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's an arena fighter. I, I think it's just me because I'm an optimistic person at heart. I don't see arena fighter and instantly think it's over. I don't just instantly throw up my hands and like damn, you know, another cash grab. I don't instantly think that, and I did enjoy One's Justice 2. So I could be wrong, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm just not like that. Stars with Stripes. Now, is she gonna be DLC? Is she gonna be in the base roster? Because um, what's taking place in this story, like what we're seeing here, takes place after Shigaraki fights Stars and Stripes, and I don't see her like. Well, I could see it. I don't know. I could see her being oh, only like a character model, and you don't actually fight as her, and this is like I don't want to say like a slideshow. I hope it's not a slideshow or anything like that. But now I can see them not adding her in the game to the base roster and then adding her later as DLC. But then I can see her being added into the base roster because all this takes place after Shigaraki fights Stars and Stripes. So we'll see. I think she's definitely gonna be in the game eventually at one point. I guess. I guess. Hmm. I guess. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Another reason finder prefer. I don't think this is true. I don't think this is true. A couple of people have said this, but I think the reason that firstly they already had One's Justice 2 and on the first one, so they are definitely gonna make a third one for sure. Now they could make a RPG for My Hero um next, like in the future, but I don't really know if they'll do that because remember the last One Piece game we got was it was a RPG, and I don't know if that sold the best. I don't know if that did the best, so I don't think they're gonna do that again for a while. But if they do, they probably will do it with My Hero because My Hero is a big. I think My Hero is a money making machine. I mean, not compared to not it ain't comparable to like One Piece or Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, of course, Dragon Ball is in its own stratosphere of making money. But it's up there, right? It's up there. It's up there. So possibly, I don't know. I don't know. And still, Impact still seem weird. Eh, I let's. I'm curious about this. Man, gameplay still looks. What does this mean? What does this mean? What is he exactly criticizing here? That's super loud for me. I'm sorry. What is he actually criticizing? I don't understand. He's criticizing something about the gameplay for sure. He says something about impacts. I don't know. Okay, there's one impact. There's two. There's like at least that was at least six, I think, right there. Do you got a couple impacts right here? Oh, let's go back to that. So is he saying that like it doesn't feel like the hits don't feel heavy enough? Is that what they're saying? I don't understand. If you guys made it for this fun video, go ahead and try to explain this to me. Uh, I don't get that criticism. Let's see. Speak. I'm not into my. Yes, he is. So it's yes. Wait, but the last two games died fast. This might be true. This might be true. I think this is true. Kind of. I think it is. I love the ones that still play it, but there's just nobody on the game to play it anymore. Well, yeah, not on One's Justice 2, of course. That game is like 6 years old. Yeah. Wait. Let's keep going with this. Did they miss? What did it? Okay. I think JJK Curse Class might be. It's in the top five worst um anime arena fighters of all time for sure. Because every time someone's like taught when someone really talks negatively about an arena fighter and they really want to give examples, at least recent examples, they're gonna bring up Chris Class for sure, 100% of the time. I guarantee you, rightfully so. I think Chris Class was fun at times, but overall, it was just really not enjoyable. I could see what they were trying to do with that game, but for the first JJK game, they should have did that with something else. Honestly, they should have tried that idea with another franchise. Uh, in my opinion. But let's keep going with this. Once Justice, it dies quickly. It happened with JJK, and it happened with One Punch Man. I don't even. I didn't play that One Punch Man game, but I don't think that was a good game at all. JJ class. So we got two bad games mentioned, and we got one potentially bad game. I don't think it's bad, but it could be potentially. I don't know. So bad games die out quickly. So is One's Justice 2 a bad game, or was One's Justice 2 a bad game? I don't think it was, but I don't know. It happened with One Piece Burning Blood. Did it? Now that's something I don't really believe. Again, I wasn't around for One Piece Burning Blood. I was around for the One Punch Man game. I just didn't play it. I didn't buy it. I didn't want to. Um. So is this true? I I thought One Piece Burning Blood was a good game. So I don't know. Ugh. Oof. More Arena Fighter slop, and I got one more. Probably not. Are arena fighters are like the standard. Arena fighters are the standard game, and anime fighting game is going to be. That's simply the standard. That's the standard. So I don't know. I don't know. All right. We'll hop into the last comment. We talked about RPGs already. Sigh. That's actually pretty funny. The Switch 2, I guess it's not coming out on the Switch. Maybe they'll release that later. I don't care. I have the Switch, like I have the first Switch, but I ain't buying the Switch one. I mean the Switch 2. If I'm gonna buy like any like, well, the only thing I'm planning on buying next as like a gaming machine is a PC. I need to get a PC for sure. I wish we could get a. This is funny. This is a little funny, because didn't we just get this with um Hunter x Hunter? Didn't we just get this with Hunter x Hunter? So this is just one person individual in particular, but we just got this 100 x Hunter, and let's. I mean, you guys already know. You guys already know. Let's. Let me try to find something recent. Let me try to find something recent. This was okay. That was no. That's not recent. That's not recent. But you guys know how this game is. How this game is being received. I don't. I don't. I don't know. I'll say it again. I don't know what people want. I remember. I can't say back when fighters came out, but when I think when they were dropping DLC for fighters, on the dropping DLC. I remember all the time people were saying how they would want a fighters like style for My Hero, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, Naruto, but we actually got the Hunter x Hunter fighters style game, and then people don't like it because they don't think the graphics itself look good enough, which is crazy. So what's more important, the gameplay being good and the graphics lacking a little bit, or the graphics looking good, or the game and the gameplay lacking a little bit. You gotta decide. Sometimes it doesn't have to be that way all the time, but with Hunter x Hunter, you gotta decide what's more important. Yes, yes, it is similar. This was, and that was the first and last announcement. Bro, just make another Ultimate Ninja Storm. What? I thought they were done. I'm pretty sure. Well, I remember hearing that the creator or the producer, not the producer, but the CEO of whoever makes the Storm games was like he didn't want to finish it on Storm Connections because Storm Connections you know, wasn't really all that. So they'll probably make another one, maybe, but I don't know. Not right now. Not right now. We need at least another 5 years before they make another one of those. Arena Fighting Games is basically that. Yes, 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 it is. Let me guess. Yep. Nope, not an open world. I actually made a video on how it's not gonna be an open world. Um, can't the anime industry not come up with any other game? I mean, they can. They try to with My Hero. Oh, you mean like use another IP? Can't the anime industry not come up with any other anime game ideas? Where's the my breath? Oh. I saw him mention Hajime no Ippo, and I thought he was gonna talk about using different IPs. Um, would a Yakuza style Hajime no Ippo game wouldn't work, cause Hajime no Ippo is boxing. Yakuza is like gang activity, so that doesn't. These two don't correlate. But this, but the Breath of the Wild Naruto game, that would be good. That'd be good. So it's just I don't know for things like that. It's just the original. It's not. It's not that they can't come with it. It's that they don't have the resources and money. Make it. Yeah, yeah. I can only see like certain games like Naruto. Naruto could have a Breath of the Wild game. Dragon Ball, One Piece. Those are really the only three games or the three IPs that can really make big games like that. Take Xenoverse for example. I don't think any other. I don't really like I said. My Hero could get a Xenoverse style game, but there hasn't been a Xenoverse style game. Like Dragon Ball has only been the. It has only been IP that has gotten a Xenoverse style game. That's why we call it a Xenoverse style game. But it's not impossible. Just it's probably not gonna happen. I do want more, Hajime no Ippo games, or I do want more games for more different IPs. But you know how anime fans are. Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't care. Enough anime fan games. No. No, we need more. We need more. We need more. I'll be interested in term. Oof, 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 oof. Again, I think the last anime turn-based game we got was that One Piece game, and did people show up for that? I don't know. I showed up for it. I didn't beat it though. I didn't beat it. I did not beat it. Okay, I guess that's it. I guess that's it though. Um, I don't have any finishing thoughts. I don't have any finishing thoughts. I just hope you guys enjoyed the video. That'll be it for today. Until next time.